John Kerry is stepping away from the white-hot furnace of Middle East diplomacy with a warning to all concerned. In a farewell speech at the US State Department, the US Secretary of State said the vision of Israel and a future Palestinian state living side by side in peace is in jeopardy.
President Obama and I know that the incoming administration has signaled that they may take a different path, and even suggested breaking from the long-standing U.S. policies on settlements, Jerusalem, and the possibility of a two-state solution. That is for them to decide. That's how we work. But we cannot, in good conscience, do nothing and say nothing when we see the hope of peace slipping away.
Kerry's own efforts to broker a deal were abandoned in 2014, leading to an extended period of tension between the US and Israel. That culminated in last week's decision by the Obama administration to avoid wielding a US veto at the UN Security Council, which voted to condemn continued Israeli settlement construction. Prime Minister Netanyahu says the current administration is unwilling to acknowledge the reality of multiple threats to Israel's security.
Secretary Kerry paid lip service to the unremitting campaign of terrorism that has been waged by the Palestinians against the Jewish state for nearly a century. What he did was to spend most of his speech blaming Israel for the lack of peace by passionately condemning a policy of enabling Jews to live in their historic homeland and in their eternal capital, Jerusalem.
President-elect Donald Trump's expressing strong support for Netanyahu, including mutual opposition to the Iran deal, tweeting, "We cannot continue to let Israel be treated with such total disdain and disrespect. They used to have a great friend in the US, but not anymore. The beginning of the end was the horrible Iran deal, and now this, UN. Stay strong, Israel. January the 20th is fast approaching." Donald Trump has indicated that he would be willing to send his son-in-law, Jared Kushner, to broker Middle East peace. Meanwhile, the Palestinian Liberation Organization has indicated that it would be prepared to rejoin the peace process if Israel stopped all settlement activity and signed on to mutually agreed recognition documents. Ryntjes, CCTV, Washington.